Hey guys, today I just wanted to do a video about binge eating, and sorry if this video is not super positive. I just want to be real with you guys, and I'm not always going to be super happy, and obviously this topic is not something that I'm super happy to share with you guys. It's kind of like sad how people are really ashamed to talk about their struggles. Everybody wants everyone to see them at their best angle, but everyone has things that they're insecure about. Everybody has struggles, and I think it's important to share them with others, because when we don't share our struggles with people, I feel like it's often forgotten that other people struggle. And a lot of people that, like, let's say on YouTube have a large following or celebrities or everything, they still struggle too. Just because they're highlighted at their best doesn't mean they don't struggle. And I think it's really important to share our struggles with people so they understand that everyone's not perfect and everybody struggles with their own insecurities and their own problems. So I'm just going to talk to you guys about a topic that's really real for me, and that's binge eating. And I've been struggling with binge eating for about 4 years now, on and off, and I can really say that it is a huge struggle for me in my life at this moment. I feel like honestly sometimes it controls my life, and it just controls my mood of the day. Like if I binge that day, I'll feel super sad for the rest of the day, and it's really sad to say that food can have control over me like that. But it's the honest truth for me, guys. This is by far not an easy video to post, especially if any viewers out there are not struggling with binge eating and are looking at this and they're like, why don't you just stop overeating? Just don't eat the food. But it's honestly not that easy, guys. And if you're struggling with binge eating, you know that it's not that easy. And maybe for some of you guys that know someone who's going through binge eating and you want to know more about it and how it really feels like, this is how I would describe it as. I feel like you have no other choice but to binge. It's this huge urge in your mind that's just like binge, 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 and you feel like you have no choice but to binge. It's the only thing in that time that like you're able to do. And I've watched tons of YouTube videos out there and done tons of research on how to stop binge eating, and these are the things that people come up with. It's an emotional reason. You're binging to cover up the emotional reason behind it. Personally, that was never an issue for me. Yeah, it probably looks like it is probably an emotional issue because I'm talking to you and I'm pretty emotional right now, but it's only because I've been struggling with this for so long, and I feel like the binge eating itself is controlling my life, because besides that, my life is pretty great right now and I'm really happy with it. Another thing people say is it's because of restriction, and I understand that. People coming from eating disorders or a restrictive background, and I can say my binge eating probably started because of a restrictive mindset, but continuing on now, it is definitely not because of a restriction. There's tons of people that sometimes they binge emotionally and they'll get over it by going to a therapist or just dealing with their problems, and there's other people that will stop binging by stopping restricting and letting themselves eat whatever the hell they want. And that's awesome. Any way you can get out of binge eating, that's great, honestly, but that never worked for me. I feel like mine is more of a food addiction or like chemical response in my brain type of thing, that my brain is literally addicted to the feeling, the high I get after eating the foods. For me, not restricting doesn't work, absolutely doesn't work, because if I eat anything that's processed, high in sugar, hyper palatable, I will binge on it, guaranteed, because I cannot stop myself after once my body gets that like sugar or whatever, it wants to get that like high feeling. When you've binged for so long, to get that high feeling, you have to eat a lot of that food to get to that point. My serotonin levels are really low right now, so I feel like it's a chemical response in my brain that when I binge, my serotonin levels elevates. I'm addicted to that high feeling of just feeling good, that like rush of serotonin. This is honestly a very hard video to film, but I know a lot of people struggle with this and it's not talked about a lot because a lot of people are just ashamed to talk about it, and obviously for me it's not easier than it is for anyone else, but I just want people out there to know that there's other people like them that are struggling and that are going through the same thing as them, and that they don't have to go through this alone, because it's a very hard thing to go through, alone or not. I feel like now that I have people that support me and stuff, it's been easier than just like trying to go through it alone and not telling anybody. But it's also been hard because some people will tell you things and you know that they don't really understand, but having someone by your side, even if they don't fully understand, just knowing that they're there for you is much better than going through anything alone. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll try to make more videos about binge eating and my struggles with binge eating and just how my progress is going towards that in the future. So please comment, rate, and subscribe. Bye guys!